For many white people this week, something clicked, something changed. The great river of denial that was flowing through too many souls broke her dam. She overran her ranks right up through our TV screens and marched along streets in your town, in your neighborhood. Maybe you were there marching too. In Brené Brown's podcast, Unlocking Us, she recently had a conversation with professor and author Ibram Kendi on how to be an anti-racist. And in it, he said this: "The heartbeat historically of racism has been denial, has been to deny that one's ideas are racist, one's policies, and certainly that one's self and one's nation is racist. By contrast, the heartbeat of anti-racism is confession, admission, acknowledgement, is the willingness to be vulnerable, to identify the times in which we are being racist, is to be willing to diagnose ourselves and our country and our ideas and our policies. And the reason that is the heartbeat is because, like with anything else, the first step is acknowledging the problem. We can't even begin the process of changing ourselves, of acting in an anti-racist fashion, if we're not even willing to admit the times in which we are being racist. And so the journey begins, as it always does in such moments, in lamentation and personal confession. What could I have done that I did not do? Why have I been so complacent in my own power and privilege? What is my anger really about? Where does my shame come from? A colleague of my husband's called those she worked with to sit with their feelings, to start there. For all of us, white folks and people of color, to be with our bodies and our emotions right now can be hard. They probably don't feel good these days, not all the time at least. Is there tightness in the shoulders? Cramping in the belly? Or has the ability to feel gone a bit dull? I invite each of us to be with it, to be in our bodies, present to them. Because there's truth in these bodies and in our emotions. Truth in where they would lead us, but we have to be willing to dare to listen and follow. So what are you feeling right now? Think about it. Are the emotions you've felt this week, are they familiar? Or are they some of the ones you avoid as much as possible? Could you and I make time in the days ahead to sit and ask what those emotions have to tell us and where they want to take us? Because I imagine it will be somewhere that you and I, all of us, need to go. To shut down, I think, has been part of the problem.